Hello, this is I, your host of the Daily Unbeatable YouTube channel. Uh, so today is technically the release of Unbeatable, and unfortunately, I will have something to do for 6 hours, and I only finish this when the game comes out. So I probably won't be able to do anything until that happens. So I have made something else. I made a bingo card. So you could participate along if you like. Create your own cards. You could add me on Blue Sky about it. So, let's go over them. For the first box we have, There Will Be a Cool _ Home remix. So, that song happens throughout the nightmare sequence. And I just really think it sounds cool, so I think, you know what would be cool? They also have another version of it throughout the game. Anyway, next box. Treble is dating a boy named DC. So, if you don't know, in the opening sequence, depending on what options you do, it will bring up how there's a person named DC who overinflates how good Treble is and his worth. So, I've just taken a run with this that Treble and DC are kind of gay. Yeah. Next thing, Rest and B are related to Quaver. So this basically means they are both cousins to Quaver. I have personal reasons for this, but the best way to say it is that we know for a fact B and Quaver are most likely related. They are quite literally opposites. And we also know that Rest and B are definitely connected in some way and form. So, yeah. Next one. Quaver was homeschooled by the government. It's brought up that Quaver, when you speak to some of the sides, because she apparently did a play, but it was brought up that the play that she had to go was in a different school and that she was homeschooled. So my thing is that she's been homeschooled by the government, although it would beg to question how did she learn music at this time. Next, B has been on the run for 2 years, and I don't know why specifically I've written 2 years. Actually, I kind of do know how. Uh, Okay, so the best way to point this out is that Beat knows what she's doing. And, okay, now let me phrase this a bit differently. Okay, okay, let me do it like this. Yeah, I kind of forgotten, honestly. I'll probably have to cut this out. But I believe it was like something about like, yeah, B's got to be doing this for a while, right? So the next row, the first one says Quaver and Beat have only met each other recently, under a year. I put in brackets. This is to point out the fact that, oh yes, it seems to be that Beat and Quaver knew each other, and in Unbeatable White Label, we know that they did practice within the same town, which I have predictions about that. But since Beat and Quaver seem to know each other longer, I think that they met first before they, and we do know that they eventually met Treble and Clef in jail. Next, Beat hasn't told Quaver that the guitar was originally hers. Once more, in Unbeatable White Label, we are told that the guitar that Quaver currently plays was Beat's originally. And we don't know whether or not Beat has caught on to that fact, but I like to believe she has, and she's just not told Quaver about that. The next one is, the four of them have only recently moved to the town. This is mainly because we don't know where any of them are staying, so Clef and Treble seem to not be staying with their family, so they have not brought it up. And it only seems like all of them have done this recently, considering as well that they were bringing up how they didn't have anywhere to go. Next, Apoco and Pocker are dateable after defeating them. I don't believe this is true. I just wanted to throw something in there because, you know what? I don't know what Diesel would do with them afterwards. To be fair, I do have another prediction about them. Next, Rest is Beat's sister. This is the most probable one right now because a beat is a beat in music and a rest is the opposite of that, so there's lots of duality. It could be that they're siblings, or they might not be siblings. Next row, we can have gay sex with one of the cast members. This is probably not true. I just put it in because I thought it would be funny. Next, Treble and Clef have lived their entire lives within this town, which kind of goes against what I said that the four of them only moved recently. But it's also because Treble and Clef, we don't know where they are right now. Next is a free space, which means you gotta cross this out immediately. Whoop whoop. Okay. Oh shoot, did I not write this in full? The next one is Quaver will feel betrayed when she learns that the picture was originally found by Beat. That's the one that they burnt. The next one is no one will die. Yeah, pretty unlikely, but I think it'd be funny if no one did die. The next row, the character will become a Tumblr sexy man. I know what you're thinking. This doesn't feel like it's part of the game, which you're right, it's not part of the game. But I think it would be funny if we could praise bets that one of the characters become a Tumblr sexy man. I won't discriminate if it ends up being a woman, but point is, my personal thoughts is that the Tumblr sexy man will go to that one computer who does the baseball things. The reason I say this is that because they already have several TV head related characters, so it would feel pretty on brand for a computer to join in. Next, Quaver, Treble, and Clef will get kidnapped by the government, and Beat will rescue them. This is because I think we see some of the new environments that clearly feel like they're inspired by harm, decorative in design, what we see them originally in the game, and that's based off the trailer. Next one, Beat will kill a cop. Depends on how. Depends. It might be a yes. It might be a no. Next, Rest is dating Beat's sister. So I was like, this is in a weird headcanon of mine of why Beat doesn't like her sister. Apart from the fact that we do know that they seem to encourage her to leave out of this place so then she could, I don't know, practice music. I don't know if it's practice music safely, but they brought up about mothers because in the sequence after she gets beat up, she brings up how she wants Beat to stop playing, most likely because it's been getting harm and causing grift in the family. And she's like, think about it in 10 years. And so I would find it very, very, like, I don't like you because you're just backstabbing me. Also, I think I find it funny if, you know, Rest and Beat not being siblings didn't end up being the headcanon, but Rest is dating Beat's sister. Okay, next, Beat will become a substitute teacher. This is once more based on one of the trailers that they showed, where I paused it and they were like, oh yeah, thanks for being our new substitute teacher. Okay, next. DC, the character I brought up, is forced to shoot the twins. This is probably... Did I write the twins? No, I didn't even write twins, so let me be honest with you. I'm gonna write shoot the 4, because that was what I originally planned. Because yeah, I just think the twins have a higher probability than anyone else to be the ones shot, but, you know. Next, Paco and Paco die or get severely injured, once more counteracting that Paco and Paco are dateable. Next, a cop will kill one of the twins. Yeah, so 2 with 1 shown. If DC might be forced to shoot at the 4, but whether or not they kill the cops is a whole other thing. Next, Beat and the 4 will renovate the lighthouse to perform in it. Makes sense. We've seen Clef and Beat looking over at the lighthouse, and I believe they're gonna renovate it because as well, if you see the video of they feel like they're indoors. It would make sense. I think it's really the only location probable so far. Next one. Quaver's mom is also Beat's mom. Yeah, why not? That was there are some things. I would like to say that's all, but before that, I would like to now say thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sticking around with me for like 57, 58 days. I don't have it open. Despite that, this was very, very much fun. I will continue this channel afterwards. There's still Unbeatable White Label. We know it's gonna get things out. We know that there'll be bug patches most likely afterwards. There's going to be language updates because I believe they said English was going to be the only language and they're going to add more to it. But yeah, thank you so much for staying around with me. On top of my head, let's see if I can remember all the subscribers' names. So, thank you to, I'll just have to open it up, but I can actually thank my blue skies first because I do remember them. The first one I'd like to thank is Neat Neat. I followed them one time and then they followed back, and that was really, really cool. They have really, really cool music, so if you do plan to listen to them, you should try listening to some of the music. The next person I'd like to thank on Blue Sky is Take Care Jules, who I followed and then I believe they followed back. It might have been the other way around, but thank you so much, even though I've hardly ever posted on Blue Sky. Lastly, thank you, Capri, for following me. I will message you back. And thank you for noticing at the con I was at and noticing I was selling a beatable merch. It was a bit better than the one guy who, when I said, hey, is that sorry, with hey, is that merch of Denshin Attack? The game about trains? Anyways, thank you so much. Now, the time to thank my YouTube subscribers. I would like to first of all thank my first subscriber, who I still do not know the name of because they haven't come with any form of notification, so I can't really tell you. I would like to thank then Gurries for being my second subscriber because they did end up coming along. And last of all, I would like to thank off Kalani Boy, who believed they were the third subscriber, which would make sense. And I would now like to thank the anonymous fourth subscriber that I still have not gotten a notification for. Thank you so much. This has truly been an unbeatable tomorrow situation. I mean, they quite literally delayed the game. I was so excited. I planned to tell my Rhythm Club Society, hey, can we play Unbeatable? It's coming out. I'll pay for it. But no, it just gets delayed. But either way, thank you so much, and I hope you have fun playing the game. Bye.